Hey, young man. So young. What can't you figure out? I wiped my tears and looked back. I was stunned. Isn't this the old man? The old man who showed me the way? It's this old man told me that the booth at Beogu Temple was free. Young man, since you came to Panji Island to sell things yesterday, I've been paying attention to you, if I'm not mistaken. Did you lose your money? The old man was wearing casual clothes. With some white hair on temples, he looked very smart. He shook his head and smiled. How much money did you lose? I said I lost over 4,000. Huh? He smiled and pointed a finger at me. 4,000 yuan is money. If you work with me, in this time, I can make you earn 20,000 yuan. I looked at his finger in a daze. I asked, how long? A year. The old man shook his head. A month. He shook his head again. A week. Ha! I'm not kidding. As long as you're quick. In 1 minute, you can earn thousands of yuan in minutes. I thought it was incredible. I thought he was a human trafficker to cheat me to sell kidney. He left a word and left. If you want to be famous and drive a Mercedes-Benz home, then come with me. If you want to die for that little money, then you don't need to come. It proves I was wrong. This person is the master who led me into this. His way to make money is to rob tombs. Find the dragon by looking at Chanshan. Each layer is a pass. If there are many locks, there must be king. From the moment I followed him down the flyover, I was in the game. Shortly after that, I understood what this old man said. Yes, thousands of yuan is nothing, and it can be earned in minutes. Have you often heard that? The 4 major sects of tomb raiding: Mo Jin Shaowei, Banshon Taoist, Ziling wrestlers, General Fa Qiyu. In fact, the real situation is not like this. These sects have long disappeared from the long river of history. Now tomb robbing is divided into 2 factions, which are the northern and southern factions. Some people jokingly call them the brave and the timid. Northern tomb robbers they are wild and have a Luyang shovel and dig anything, but they are not good at digging water tunnels. Especially in Hunan, water caves in Guizhou, Zhejiang and other southern areas dry 4,000 of years and half a year in between. Water tunnels are very hard, requires the same water skills as a monkey for deep water holes, and require professional diving equipment. To be honest, Northerners are basically landlubbers. They are good on land, but they can't handle underwater. Southern factions are often family-based. Father with son, grandpa with grandson. They rarely team up with strangers they don't know. They are also jokingly called. This is to prevent blackmail and fraud. Let me briefly introduce a 6-person tomb robbing gang. The one who gets the most money is the eye head. Means looking for the tomb. It's a technical job. A good eye head is wanted everywhere. And there's the rice man. This is an industry code. Mi means money. Some areas also call it mai woling. This person is responsible for turning the goods into money. This job requires a lot of connections. People from all over, they all have their own circles and networks. One thing to ensure is that the sold items cannot be traced back. Like litter, there are also earth workers. This job depends on experience. A Luang shovel is used to probe, to see the soil layer brought up, to determine the age of the tomb. There are also wind blowers. The duty of the wind blower is to keep watch. They must have good eyesight and be flexible. Such people should not wait. Whether a big job can be done, it's also important. Some windblowers even act a year before the start of the project, under the guise of opening a suit to integrate with the locals, to gain the trust of locals. Another job is the logistics office. The logistics office is usually one person. This person doesn't dig and is responsible for equipment replacement. Rat suits, diamond shovels, small whirlwinds, gas masks, Luang shovels, tinder, waterproof flashlights, walkie-talkies, shelters, bedding, pots, pans, toothbrushes, toothpaste. All of them should be purchased by one person. This is to reduce exposure, to avoid exposing identity. Finally, there is a job called scattering soil. When I started, I did the scattering. The money for scattering dirt is the least, but even if it's the least, it's much more than what a worker earns. Carry a little at a time, and pretend to be walking a dog, and sprinkle the dirt along the trouser legs without leaving a trace. Then secretly divide the money. No one can notice us. The old man who brought me into this business, people in the industry call him Wang Batu. It is said that he has dug thousands of tombs from the warring states. To the song, he has been to most. There are 2 favorite tombs in the trade. One is Han Tomb, and the other is Shizhou. The reason is simple. Bronzes and ancient jade are very valuable. People often say that 9 out of 10 Han tombs, which is not an exaggeration. The Western Zhou tombs are even more. If you're lucky enough, you can find a big pit, a Western Zhou tomb full of bronzes. Then congratulations, your children and grandchildren won't work. Similarly, the tombs of the Western Zhou dynasty were the deepest after Qin Shi Huang unified the 6 states, built the mausoleum. From then on, the mound began to be popular, for Shizhou tombs are generally more than 15 meters underground. Without a mound, it's hard to find and dig. On the surface, the relevant departments prohibit the sale of bronzes, but everyone knows that. The bronzes on the TV's appraisal program, where do they come from? The handed-down bronzes account for less than 1%. The rest just popped up by themselves. The source is the same. All come from our industry. Wang took me away from Beijing at that time and told me not to contact with the outside. My first job was in Shund. It was a Western Zhou tomb due to the severe shortage of manpower, so I was chosen by boss Wang and let me do the loose earthwork. I was the youngest member of the gang at that time. When I arrived, Wang boss threw me 1,000 yuan, saying it was a red envelope for joining, and told me to spend it, and said I could go find girls. I was just a kid. I didn't dare to find girls. Eating and drinking didn't cost much. I ate water snake soup, 4-cup chicken, fish cake, Jinan steamed pig, and so on. They were all good. I wandered around Shun for 2 days. Wang Matu called me over. He said, Yunfeng, it's time to do the thing tonight. How about it? Are you ready? Do you remember what I taught you?